John 6:41. Murmurabant ergo Iudai de illo, quia dixisset ego sum panis qui de caelo descendi. Therefore the Jews were complaining or grumbling about him because he had said, I am the bread who has come down from heaven. Two key things to notice in this verse that we're going to talk about. This first verb up here and the second verb that we get right here. There's a quotation here, direct quotation of Jesus from these Iudai who are complaining, grumbling, we might say, about him. They were imperfect, third person plural. They were in the process of murmuring, we would say in English, perhaps. Grumbling, complaining, something like that is a little bit better, but murmur in English is derived from this word, and both are onomatopoeic. That is to say, the words sound like what they express. That is, in this case, it's the murmuring sound of discontent that we're hearing in the verb itself. So that's something to notice right away. And of course, that characteristic infix ba is one of the signals that this is the imperfect tense. Therefore, the Jews were murmuring de illo, about him. And again, this is probably not a demonstrative, true demonstrative in force, though it is in form, since this introduces a causal clause. That is a clause that gives us a reason. But the big question here is, okay, we can see that this is pluperfect, and we understand that since his speaking preceded chronologically their complaining, of course, otherwise it wouldn't make any sense. But why pluperfect subjunctive here? Well, the real reason is because in some causal clauses, the reason that is given for why something is happening is not necessarily a reason that the writer or author means to endorse, or the speaker, but that author or writer or speaker is being careful to explain, this is the reason in the minds of a particular person or group of people that I'm describing. So it's a way of subtly attributing this particular thought or assessment to people who are being described, rather than owning it as the author as though it were sort of the objective truth. Or another way of thinking about it is to say the author is not passing judgment on the objective reality or accuracy or truth or whatever of a particular statement of a reason. He's simply reporting what that reason was in the mind of someone else or in the minds of others. So that's what we've got here. That's why we have the subjunctive. This is an alleged reason, a reason being attributed to someone other than the person writing or speaking here, which of course is the evangelist John. So the Jews were grumbling because he had said, and then this is what he said. We've seen it before. Don't forget, this is a first person singular perfect active indicative, descendo, descendere, descendi, that third principal part.